What's good, everybody? I hope everybody's having a great week so far. We are here to do some Justice League readings. So in these readings, we're going to actually look into Ghislaine Maxwell. This is Jeffrey Epstein's number 2, who is said to help him traffic young girls and groom them. So yeah, we're going to look into her. We're going to look into the first person to testify in this case. The female that they're just calling her Jane. So we're going to do Jane. We're also going to look into Prince Andrew. We're going to look into Trump, and we're going to look into Clinton. All right. So we're going to do that today. All right, guys. So we're going to start off with, oh, guys, don't forget to like, share, subscribe if you haven't. If you find any, if you find any benefit in these readings, be sure to check out my Patreon page. There's different types of readings over there that might benefit you in your life, all right? So, okay, let's just get started. We're going to pull one card for the female to testify, the first female to testify in Ghislaine Maxwell's trial. They call her Jane. We got the Queen of Wands, all right. And then we're going to get one for Ghislaine. Okay. And then we got the 3 of Cups. All right. Ooh, we got the Devil at the bottom. All right. Let's pull one for the energy between them. What's the energy between them? We have the Emperor in reverse. We have the Queen of Cups in reverse. We have the Knight of Pentacles in reverse, and we also have the Knight of Swords in reverse. Okay, so this is the energy between them. Okay, all right. So for Jane, we got the Queen of Wands. Now again, the Queen of Wands is somebody who's very beautiful, very sexy, right? And then we have, for Ghislaine, we have the 3 of Cups. I think it is very fitting for her to get the 3 of Cups, just because the 3 of Cups talks about like a group of people, right? And here they're celebrating. They're just like, they're partying, right? Probably on a boat. I mean, no, I know they're in a fish, right? But whatever that is. But that was the environment, and it's like a friendship circle. It's when I was thinking about this pull, I was wondering what the 3 of Cups would represent, and I kind of see it as like this befriending these other people to, you know, there's 3 people. There's her, Epstein, and this young girl, right? Promise to, you know, we're gonna have a good time here. So, and then we got the Emperor in reverse. This is a man, a very arrogant person. This is somebody, the Queen of Cups is somebody who's very emotionally manipulative. Yeah, that's a tricky energy. And then we got the Knight of Pentacles in reverse, which is it the Knight? Yeah, the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. This is somebody who's stubborn. Hold on, guys. Deliberate cruelty. Okay. Let's just start looking into this, all right, guys? So let's look into the first alleged victim that testified. I don't know if that's correct to say, you know. I don't want to say alleged victim, you know, but, you know, innocent until proven guilty, right? What can you tell us about this Queen of Wands? This is Jane. This is the first female to testify in Ghislaine's child. I'll call her Jane. I don't know if that's her. Yeah, that's not her real name. Okay, what can you tell us about this Queen of Wands? What can you tell us about this Queen of Wands? What can you tell us about this Queen of Wands? What's the truth? I was like, what's the truth about the Queen of Wands? Okay. The truth about this Queen of Wands, we have the page of the Knight of Pentacles upright. Oh, okay. We got the Knight of Pentacles down here for the energy between them, right? And the Knight of Pentacles came in reverse. But I was asking, what's the truth about this female? We got the Knight of Pentacles upright. This is somebody who's is a reliable person. This is somebody who's very hardworking. Probably to, the Knight is, they haven't reached that place of financial stability. They're patiently working towards that, right? They're patiently working towards it to get to this status. This is the truth about this female, right? She's working at it. She's thinking, oh, I'm going to have this Wheel of Fortune. And then that came to an end. That came to an end with this Hermit. The Hermit talks about getting clarity. What was the clarity about? What was the clarity? There is conflict. It was almost like trying to fight against this was gonna leave this person like beat up. It was almost, they felt like helpless, like there's no point in fighting this because I'm just gonna be beaten down in the process. Why? Because these two people, which I'm taking this as Epstein, the Knight, the King of Wands, Epstein and Ghislaine, this is the Two of Cups, this is them. They, even if they weren't lovers, which I think they were, not like, I don't know. They were highly, they were well known, right? They had influence. And so, it was almost like there's no point in fighting. There's no point in fighting because these people hold too much power. But these were secrets. It's like she knew that there was secrets, that these were things that needed to be kept secret, but they had too much influence, too much power to even, there was no point in fighting that, right? Yeah, this person wanted to make a change in direction. That was going to leave this person probably financially stuck. Because let's be real, when people do these types of things, when they take advantage of people, it's they usually go after people who are vulnerable. People that have, not stable home lives. They might be struggling financially. Remember, this female wanted to, it was slow going, work towards something that was going to bring her more stability, right? But once the realization of what she was getting herself into, it was like, there's no point in, I can't fight this. Yeah. These people have too much power. Yeah. But she knew that these were secrets. She knew it. How did she feel about it? Let's see what this Queen of Wands, how she felt about these secrets. How does Queen of Wands feel about these secrets? Okay. She was very conflicted. Very conflicted. Because it was like, this again, the Three of Cups. That's what's representing Ghislaine, right? This Three of Cups, you know, doing this, she knew that she was going to be able to make some money, right? And she's like, okay, well, maybe this person will be the key to helping me get that stability. Instead of going from the Page to the Queen, she can go from the Page to the King. So she knew that there was benefit in this. Again, it's like, I might as well go along with it, because these are people that hold too much power, right? Oh. Yeah, they had to, okay. Yeah, Spirit's like, no, yeah. They had too much power because they had knowledge about people in positions of authority. The Hierophant talks about government leaders, spiritual leaders, you know, people of high standing with high positions. She knew that Epstein and Ghislaine had the power to even put these people out in the cold, and you know, yeah, wow. These people can come in very quickly with that truth and bring their whole world crashing down. So it's like they didn't even stand, these girls didn't even stand a chance. That's how this girl felt. She's very conflicted, right? Should I just go along with it, or what should I do? Because if I go along with it, I'll get money. If I don't, they have the power not only to take me out, but they have the power to take out people in high ranking positions. Yeah. Wow. That's Jane. That's Jane. That's the person that testified. Yeah. Judgment's going to be called on these secrets. Wow. All right. Let's look into Ghislaine. Is that how you say her name? Ghislaine. She got the Three of Cups. She was the one that brought the girls to Epstein. She groomed them. And it's always, yeah, it doesn't surprise me that he would have a female to do this, because, you know, trying to convince a woman that looked, you know, very respectable. She had nice clothes. She was, you know, she was well spoken. You know, you would think, oh, okay, well, these people, you can, you know, they seem really educated. They wouldn't be, you know. Yeah, this person had lots of money. It was very enticing. Or the offer of lots of money. The idea of probably getting. Yeah, Ghislaine made it seem like it was this sweet offer. You're gonna get a lot of, you know, it's not so bad, you know. You can get a lot of money out of it, you know, make some money, right? You can have victory, right? You know, if you really wanted to, you know, be an actress, if you wanted to, you know, whatever you want to do, we can help you grow that. You'll have victory if you take this offer, right? But they would soon find out that they are having to defend themselves against this emperor. You know, they're like, holy shit, you know, this is what I signed up for, and it's like this tower moment's happening because of this emperor, you know. So it's like this promise of you know, a sweet offer. Oh, you know, it's just a massage, right? And you can make good money. And if you and once they get into the situation, it's like you have the victory. You know, we can help you grow. We can help you, you know, fulfill your dreams. And then they get into this, and they're like, holy shit, you know, what did I get myself into? This was her part. This was Ghislaine's part. And we're talking about just Jane. This isn't talking about like the other people that, but you know, if she did this with her, I'm pretty sure this is, you know, this is how she operated, right? And she was a asset for Epstein, because having a woman come, you know, to young girls, you know, they're in this position where they're like, she's older, she's wiser, older in theory wiser, and she looks nice, she's dressed nice, she smells nice, she, you know, she can be trusted, right? She's really a friend, right? And it was like, you know, telling these kids, you can have this small little offer and it's going to bring you big rewards. And they chose children that had that were unhappy in their home lives. It's like they offered them like a way out that seemed like a really sweet deal for these girls, right? And they soon discovered, oh shit, I have to defend myself against these people. All right. This is the energy. Okay, so we were looking at Jane, and then we were looking at Ghislaine, right? Now we're going to look into the energy between them, which is the Emperor, right? This is the Emperor. I'm taking this as Epstein. All right, so what can you tell us about Epstein? Wow. I split the deck right away, and Spirit's like, there you go. The Knight of Wands and the Seven of Wands. We're talking about defending themselves, the girls defending themselves against this man, this Emperor in reverse. This is not a good energy. That is not a good energy. You know, they had to defend themselves against this Knight of Wands. This is somebody who's very sexually promiscuous. Wow. All right. Oh, let me drop these cards. Okay, what else can you tell us about the Emperor, Spirit? What else can you tell us about this Emperor in reverse? What else can you tell us about this Emperor in reverse? Yeah, this man had a big ego. Big nasty ego. He really thought highly of himself. What else can you tell us about this Emperor in reverse, Spirit? What else? The Six of Wands. What else can you tell us? Okay, when I said big nasty ego, it's like this man offered like it was like they painted this picture of victory. You're gonna have victory if you know, if you deal with me. I can give you whatever it is you need. This person liked to be superior. It's like he's standing above them, right? Giving them breadcrumbs, like here you go, you know. But he sees himself as very superior, giving to some, you know. Remember, you know, they chose girls that came from difficult home lives. You know, they were disappointed in their home lives, and it's like they promised them that we have a way out for you, right? This man, if you know, I have a way out for you, you know. And you know, he gave from this place of, you know, superiority. He thought you know, he loved the fact that people like kind of needed him, and he used that to his advantage. And then it was deceptive. Why? Because this man was only going to bring burdens. Anything else that we need to know? Anything else we need to know about the Emperor? Yeah, it's just kind of saying the same thing about they were on the lookout for you know, people that, like, young girls that had very disappointing home lives, right? You know, and these two came in, you know, like saying, oh, you know, I can give you, you know, because the King of Cups is somebody who's very loving and giving, very, you know, giving, caring, like pretending that, oh, I know what, you know, I know what you must be going through. I just want to help you better your life. And then you have this Queen of Wands who's, you know, oh, yeah. We're talking about the victim, Jane. You know, she came out as the Queen of Wands. I was thinking it was Ghislaine, but no. Spirit's like, no. We're talking about the victim. Yeah, so this we're talking about the Emperor too, right? These are the two that we're talking about. Okay. So this man came in like, oh, I'm gonna give you. You know, I'm very caring, very loving. I know that you're having a hard time in your home life, and I want to help. Right? I want to help. But the something must have happened where this man, like, he felt like he got caught. I want to say. I'm taking this again. The King of Pentacles, the one with the money, is the Emperor, is Jeffrey Epstein. This man, so I don't know what happened between him and this female, that he got caught, and he was like, oh shit, I'm trying to keep this tower from falling down. I don't need the truth about what's really going on to come out, right? So let's look into what happened that he got. You know, let's look into this. What happened where he felt like he got caught? What is this Five of Swords Spirit? We're still clarifying the Emperor. We're still on Epstein. We got the Devil. It's just when I split it, I'm not taking it. How did he get caught? What is this Five of Swords Spirit? What can you tell me about this Five of Swords? What can you tell me about this Five of Swords Spirit? What can you tell me about this Five of Swords? What can you tell me about this Five of Swords? What can you tell me about this Five of Swords? What can you tell me about this? What can you tell me about this Five of Swords? Ah. Okay. We have the Devil. The Devil came out. So he got caught being the Devil. He got caught. He got, oh, I don't know where I just got, is this what, I don't think this was a person that was involved in the Palm Beach case. Like, I guess he got charged in Florida, didn't he? Well, when I'm asking what did he get caught, like, using his abundance, his money, and his status to have people to leave, you know. What is this? He got caught, like, he was very persistent in using this status and his money. He's very persistent in this devilish behavior, right? So he got caught and it came to an end. I don't know. Somebody had to come in. Oh, this is talking about his arrest. Like, they came in and raided his house, and I think this is when the authorities arrested him. This must be that. I don't know what part this female played in all this, but that's what I'm getting. All right, guys, let's look into this Queen of Cups in reverse. Okay, so the Queen of Cups in reverse, this is somebody who's a smothering person. So this, and you know, she could have been like, I don't know, really, I don't know why I said smothering person. Like maybe she was very persistent and, oh, make sure that, you know, you come through. And, you know, I don't know if that's what it was. This is somebody who, well, we'll keep looking. We're looking into this Queen of Cups. This is Ghislaine. Okay? This is Ghislaine. What can you tell us about this Queen of Cups? Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups, Spirit. Queen of Cups. Can you tell me about this Queen of Cups? Queen of Cups. Ghislaine, right? We're talking about Ghislaine. This Three of Cups, man. And judgment's going to be called on her. And she is worried. She is worried. Yeah. She thought that she was going to be able to get out of this. She's like, you know, yeah, she thought she was going to be able to turn, you know, to turn this around. Yeah, but she's worried about that truth. Or someone's worried about that truth. I'm taking it as her. She's worried. Yeah. She's very defensive right now. She's very defensive against this truth that's coming out. Yeah, communication's coming in. Ooh, man. Do we need to go more into this? It's like, it's pretty much saying she's just worried because she knows that judgment's going to be called on her. She was the middleman, you know, between Epstein and these girls. She was the middleman. She's the one who befriended these people to get them into Epstein's bed. And she's worried about this truth. I was watching some, like, a documentary on her, like The Shadow of Epstein, something like that. And it talked mostly about Ghislaine and her upbringing. And I was like, when it started and it was going on about Robert Maxwell, her father, I was like, yeah, I can totally see why she would find someone like Epstein as, you know, compatible with her. You know, this Queen of Cups is a very insecure person. Very insecure. And, you know, people who know her might, you know, she seemed like she was very confident, very charismatic, but she was really indeed behind the scenes, she was very insecure. She witnessed her mother, the type of relationship her father and her mother had. And the sad thing is, when you grow up in that kind of environment, it's almost like this kind of behavior is normal. So being with someone like Epstein isn't so crazy. To everyone up from the outside, they're like, why would somebody want someone like that? It's because when you grow up in a toxic home environment with a father like that, it doesn't surprise me that she ended up picking someone like Epstein. Someone where she's very complacent in whatever it is that whatever his demands are. She just, okay. Just because she wants to keep him. It's almost like, you know, even if she didn't need money, I don't know, I think it says she did, but even if, let's say she didn't need money, she was financially good on her own. Someone like that would still depend on the security that a partner gives them. Even if they're being treated like shit, they still keep them around. And that's really, really sad. So, you know, I actually kind of had I felt some sympathy for her, because I was like, that's how she, you know, yep. When you're not healed and you haven't faced those dark energies, because this is the kind of energy that her father was in too. The same kind of energy that Epstein was in. This is the same kind of energy that her father was in. And her father was a crooked con man. I pulled cards on his death, and he didn't commit suicide. Someone killed him. And it doesn't surprise me that somebody would want a man like that dead. And, you know, she ended up picking a man like that. And, you know, when I was watching this show, that people were like, she's a victim, she's a victim. You know, yeah, kind to a degree. You know, she is a victim to a, you know, certain degree, I guess you could say. You know, she's a grown-ass woman. You know, she should have looked at her behavior and say, okay, this is not, whatever I'm doing is not okay. You know, let me take a look at myself. People, like, you know, sometimes people don't want to look at themselves, and they allow these outside influences to steer their life. You know, I've been there, done that, where when I wasn't healed, I made some choices because a man like this convinced me that it would be in my best interest to do that. And it was like, I was so insecure and so unhealed that it's like you do what you need to do to try and keep that person. Why? Because you just don't know how to be secure and on, you know, in yourself. But people like this understand that, and they manipulate that. But, you know, I don't want to sit here and say, you know, oh, she's a victim, she didn't know any better, she was manipulated. You know, I was in the same situation. Maybe not to that extent, you know, where I'm trafficking young girls, you know, but I did have to stop and look at myself and say, okay, how did I get myself into this? And take a step back and examine what it is that, you know. So I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, you know, she's a poor victim, you know what, you know, you can't hold that against her, because I did it. You know, maybe she didn't want to have to look at what she was really doing because it was really dark. But I did it, you know, so I don't accept anybody saying, well, she couldn't help herself, because she could have. But she, you know, that's not to say that it wasn't going to be hard for her. Yeah, she had the power to end this, and she chose not to. What advice would you have for the Queen of Cups? For Ghislaine, if you had any, Spirit. She needed to she needed to put the hard work into herself. That's what Spirit's saying. She needed to put the hard work into herself. It was going to require, like, you know, a look within herself, which was going to require strength. And because she didn't, now that's why she's having these legal issues. You know, she failed to work on herself. She failed to communicate what was going on in these homes. In the home, and I'm guessing Epstein's home, when it came to these parties, these, you know, again, she's the middle woman for Epstein and these girls, you know, and she knew what was going on in this home. She knew, and she failed to communicate that. You know, if she was like, oh, I didn't know, she knew. I didn't know. And that's why judgment's going to be called on her, because she did this many times. She did this to many people. All right. That was the Queen of Cups, all right, guys? Let's look at the Knight of... This is somebody who's stubborn, lazy, doesn't want to work, right? So, this Jane... She got the Knight of Pentacles upright when I was clarifying her. So I'm guessing Ghislaine might say, "Oh, she's lazy. She just wanted to, you know, get money out of us. That's why she's saying these things." Yeah. That's what she's gonna say, probably. I don't know if she said this. Well, yeah, she must have already. I don't know if she already said it, but that's probably the argument that her defense is gonna make. Oh, this girl just wanted money. She was trying to find a way to take money from this person. She could have left anytime she wanted. If anything, she wanted to. If this happened, it's probably because she negotiated this. She negotiated with these people behind our backs. She could have left whenever she wanted to, but no, she was just trying to get money out of these people. So she offered her services to them for money. That's probably, that's probably what they're trying to say about these girls. That they just wanted they were lazy. They didn't want to work, so that they made the offers to these men be, we didn't know this was going on under our nose. We were just here helping them out. We were paying for their school and they needed a place to stay. I don't know what they were saying, but it's that kind of energy. What else can you tell us about the Knight of Pentacles? Yeah, these girls were the ones that didn't want to work. They were trying to make an easy buck to have victory. Justice. They're claiming, to let her go is justice. What can you tell us about the Justice card? Yeah. Yeah, to let her go, Oh, let her, to let her go is justice. Oh, but it's sorry, I thought I was talking about Ghislaine. Let Ghislaine go. It's justice to let her go, but no, it's like it's justice for the Queen of Wands, which is this Jane, right? All right. Anything else, Spirit? Yeah. They're gonna say they could have walked away. They're just trying to be sneaky. They're trying to, get away from. That's what they're saying. That this person that's trying to defend themselves, they're trying to get away from justice, right? Because it's like she was the one prostituting. I don't know if they said this, but this is what I'm getting. This could have been something that her defense was gonna argue or did argue. I don't know, that she was really prostituting on her own. We didn't know that that's what was going on. Okay, so let's look at this Knight of Swords. This is somebody who's very deliberately cruel. Now remember, these are the energies between Jane and Ghislaine, right? What is the Knight of Swords in reverse? What is the Knight of Swords in reverse? Right? What is the Knight of Swords in reverse? Can you tell me about the Knight of Swords in reverse? Can you tell me about the Knight of Swords in reverse? Knight of Swords in reverse. Too many. Knight of Swords in reverse. Okay, we got the first one is the Nine of Pentacles. This is talking about somebody who's very self-sufficient. This is somebody who's single. They used, okay. So the Knight of Swords is someone who's deliberately cruel, right? They use their money to be able to do this. And now she's worried because this deception that she was, the truth about what she was lying about, I didn't work for him. I didn't do that stuff, but she did. She was, in cahoots with this person and left this person very disappointed and sad. This is Jane, right? Yeah, so she's worried about this truth coming out, the deception of their work relationship, that her and Epstein's work relationship. That's what she's worried about. Deliberately cruel. I don't know why I just got follow the money. Follow the money. Follow the money. I don't know. What else can you tell us about this Knight of Swords? What else can you tell us about this Knight of Swords? Yeah, this... Okay, so... The Three of Wands, we're clarifying the Knight of Swords, right? This person who's deliberately cruel. This talks about like travel, right? Travel. And if you see, you know, they're looking over the water on the other side, you know, I'm taking it as their island, that island that they would travel to. The point was to try and get them to take that offer by offering money. And, you know, offering money to, you know, this is a proposal, like, hey, we'll give you money. The strategy was to try and get them to take this offer. If they can take it, then we can take these girls to this island, you know, and travel, because this talks about travel. And that's, you know, that's what's talking about. This is what's clarifying this deliberate cruelty. This was the point. They knew what they were doing. Ghislaine knew what she was doing. She knew what she was doing. She was, you know, it was her job to know. It was her job to get these girls. Anything else, Spirit, before I let them go? A lot of travel. A lot of travel. Another card of travel. Travel. So that way these men could have their way with these young girls. Look at that, man. Travel. The point was to get these girls to travel with them so they could do what they have their way with these young girls. They were isolated. They were isolated. They really couldn't defend themselves or stand up for themselves if they were in that position. If they were on this island that he owned, you know, they were stuck in this energy. You know, they had no way out. Just so these men can have their way with them. And that was hidden. Those were secrets that were hidden. Wow, this girl, this woman, she's going to be locked up for a long time. What's going to be the outcome for her? For Ghislaine? What's going to be the outcome for Ghislaine? Final outcome for Ghislaine in this situation? A lot fell, but the tower is the one that flipped over. Yep. I'm not taking any of this, but the tower, and then she's worried because this tower's coming down. This tower's gonna come down. All right, guys, I think I'm gonna leave this one there. I hope you guys enjoyed this. We will see you guys next time. I'm gonna do a second video after this one, and I'm gonna look into Prince Andrew, and it's gonna be Virginia Roberts, I think her name is. She's the one in the photo with Prince Andrew, right? I think that's her name. Virginia Roberts. And then we're going to do her versus Prince Andrew. We're going to do Trump and Epstein. And we're going to, and Clinton and Epstein. And the reason I'm doing that is just because they're trying to say, oh, well, I didn't know what he was really up to. So we're going to see how much they really knew when they were associating themselves with Epstein. All right. So I'm going to leave this one here. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Make sure you check out my Patreon page. I'm going to put the information for that down below in the description box. All right. We'll see you guys next time.